Good morning, friends. It's Jamie again from Happy Harper Stories. I hope you are enjoying Ruth. I am loving digging into it again. Today we're in chapter 1, verses 11, and I'm going to read down through 15. Okay. But Naomi said, "Return home, my daughters. Why would you come with me? Am I going to have any more sons who could become your husbands? Return home, my daughters. I am too old to have another husband. Even if I thought there was still hope for me, even if I had a husband tonight and then gave birth to sons, would you wait until they grew up? Would you remain unmarried for them? No, my daughters. It is more bitter for me than for you, because the Lord's hand has gone out against me." At this they wept again. Then Orpah kissed her mother-in-law good-bye, but Ruth clung to her. "Look," said Naomi, "your sister-in-law is going back to her people and her gods. Go back with her." Okay, so what we see now is in the previous verses, she has advised them, they're on the road going back to Judah. She's advised them to go home. They say, "No, we're going to stay with you." And now she's telling them again, "Return home. I'm not going to, even if I got remarried, which is highly unlikely, I couldn't have a son that you could remarry, so what is the hope for you? Um, Please go back home so you can find another husband." And then she says, "It is more bitter for me than for you, because the Lord's hand has gone out against me." And she shows her doubt in the Lord. She shows her lack of trust in what He has for her life. And so Orpah decides to go back home. Naomi has had doubt in God, and not only has she reaped consequences from her doubt, but she has also caused Orpah to maybe miss out on a blessing too. And then Ruth still clings to her, and she advises Ruth to go back to her people and her God. Go back with Orpah, she says. So it's just significant that she's really almost saying, on one hand, she said, "May the Lord show kindness or hesed to you, the same kindness that you've shown to me and to my sons in dying." And at the same time, she's saying that I don't really believe that He's a God who's going to show me loving kindness. I don't really believe that that's going to happen. I'm old. My husband has died. My sons have died. And what hope is there for me? So what hope can really be for you? So you need to go back to your gods, because maybe, just maybe, your gods will work out, because mine's not going to. And we see in Ruth just a perseverance and an enormous amount of love to stick with Naomi. So we just see her. She's urged them to go back home once and twice now, and we're going to see if she does that again tomorrow. But just think about for yourself how the effects of doubting God, the effects that you have on yourself and on others when you doubt Him. I know personally, if God tells me something, it is sometimes hard to believe if I don't see immediate evidence. And this is just an example of how sometimes it's just faith. You've just got to walk, not necessarily knowing or seeing, but you've just got to have faith, and you've got to believe that what He says is true, what He's spoken to the very depths of your heart will come to pass, even though you do not know. And you've got to stand on the fact that He is God, and He is loving, and He intends the very best for you. That doesn't mean you won't have to reap consequences of your own sinful actions, but He's going to use those to His good and your good and His glory. What could be better than that? So tomorrow we'll come back and we will see what He chooses to do. Such a lovely, beautiful story. Bye, friends.